Yeah, we actually want to go back out to News 8's Adriana Doria. She's live in Holland. She was taking shelter earlier inside a restaurant there.
Adriana joins us now live again and talk with that restaurant owner who
Amber,
took mercy on us. Adriana.
Yeah, Amber, Brian, so we're at the same spot we just were, right here on Ottawa Beach Road. You can see a massive tree behind me, but we just, about an hour ago, wrapped up taking shelter in a local restaurant here in Holland, Reservoir. I'm joined here with the restaurant owner. She has grown up here in Holland, and this is, you said, your first time ever experiencing anything like this. Just talk about what was going through your mind.
Yeah, so I mean, you hear the sirens go off when they test it every month. You don't expect to actually have that plan in place, but part of running a business is to have that plan ready to go. You know, you make sure that you have the safety of your guests and your team first and foremost in mind. So we always track the weather here. We're right on the lake, so it changes very quickly. We knew a storm was coming, and we wanted to make sure that we had our team that lived further away ready to go just in case. We started to make plans to prepare to move things closer to the building. We were getting our awning screens put on, so our team that was in there to do that, they were getting ready to wrap up and head to Rockford. We tried to get them out and push everything in as quickly as we could. We had some families that were kind of coming in just to get out of the storm that was headed this way. And, you know, we kind of sat and talked for a minute, you and I, and it was kind of like, at what point do we make this plan? And between the two of us, we figured that out real quickly, so.
Yes, it really was a team effort, and we were kind of all a family in the bathroom and in the walk-in cooler. But just aside from being a business owner, right, you're a person. This is terrifying, right? And it's never happened to you before. Just walk me through what's going through your mind with that, and also, you know, you have your family as well that were in different locations.
Yeah. So we live just down the road here in Wakazu Woods. My son was just leaving the restaurant, so it was important to me to just ensure outside of work that my family and the people who had just left were getting to where they needed to be. But I had people to take care of inside too. So
thank you so much, and thank you for your time and bringing the community in and letting us shelter there. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm glad everyone is safe. Again, we're here in Holland, right on Ottawa Beach Road. Big, huge tree behind me. We just took shelter, so a lot calmer of a scene here, but we'll send it back to you guys right now.
Yeah, Adriana, they had a plan. They executed that plan. Everybody's safe.
Shout out to that restaurant for taking our crew in.
We also want to go out to our correspondent, Duncan McLean, who is in Comstock Township tonight. We had reports of a house that would collapse. Duncan?
Yeah, we're live here in Comstock in the Kalamazoo area where the storm has now officially left us behind. It was a similar story to Holland where it came really quickly and really aggressively. The wind picking up like truly I have never seen. The rain coming in sideways. There was debris coming off buildings in downtown Kalamazoo. And here just outside of downtown, you can see the force of the storm as it came through. This is a massive tree coming down from the backyard of this home on top of it, crushing the roof entirely, limbs coming over the front of the home. We did speak to a neighbor who said that there was one woman here who was taken to the hospital by an ambulance. That's all we know on their condition so far. And this is one of two trees this size in just this cul-de-sac right on the shores of Morrow Lake that are down on houses. Two trees like this of this size. The neighbors say everyone is okay. At the other side of the house, they were sitting playing some video games on their computer, got up to get a glass of water and check on the storm, and bam, the tree comes down and hits their house. It's a similar story all over the Kalamazoo area. We saw downed power lines, sparking in roads. There was a tremendous amount of street flooding coming out of town. The rain and the wind definitely causing issues here in the Kalamazoo area. Again, we're here in Comstock on the shores of Lake Morrow, or Morrow Lake, where there are trees down on homes now that this storm has left us behind. That constant lightning that's kind of been a hallmark of this storm as it came through our network of sky cams just in the last 5 minutes or so finally left the Kalamazoo area behind, moving on towards Battle Creek. But it was lighting up for 15, 20 minutes even after the rain and wind died down. The sky continued to light in that constant bolts of lightning. This is the result of this storm here in the Kalamazoo area. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Duncan McLean on scene down there. Roof damage, certainly a lot of damage to that house, maybe not a collapse, bit overstated on that, but certainly a lot of homes damaged out there. And mentioned the lightning, too.
Oh, yeah.
Vivid display of lightning, one of the more memorable storms that we've seen come through.
And also tonight, thousands of people are in the dark tonight. And Brittany Flowers, she's been monitoring the outages for us. She's joining us now live. Brittany, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Amber and Brian, as it stands right now, we are at now more than 168,000 customers without power. And it's things just like you saw Duncan show, trees that have fallen on power lines, knocked them down. That's obviously going to be very difficult and something that consumers' crews are going to be focused on into the night. You can see that those widespread outages, now those red spots there, that indicates there's 1,000 or more. The yellow kind of orangish spots are 200 to 1,000, and then the purple areas are 51 to 200, and the blue areas are anywhere from 1 to 50. So this is just very widespread. You can see a lot of those too in our south through the Kalamazoo region and heading into the eastern portion of Kalamazoo County, Calhoun County. Looks like they got hit very hard. So more than 168,000 customers without power. If you are using a generator, you do want to make sure that you position that far away from buildings, keep yourself safe, prevent carbon monoxide poisoning in homes and garages. So just something to keep in mind. And we do know Consumers had more than 500 crews that were on standby tonight as we prepared for these storms to roll in. So I know that they will be working hard through the night to get that power back on for you.